Hi. Welcome back to Amnesia. I realized I went out of order. I was supposed to go in here first when we got out of that water monster part. What was that? Okay. But have no fear. We'll be okay. Also, I get a feeling that door is bad news. Is that wine? Yeah, that's wine. That's good. See, because there's a closet there, and normally that does not mean good things, is it? Daniel already looked through all this stuff. Excuse me. You jammed your drawer, sir. You smacked it so hard it jammed. Putting this by the door. There's a note. Crowbar.
3rd of July, 1839. Today I picked up Herbert's things at the customs house. I dug through the trove of documents he had carried and found a log detailing the expedition. The nature of this text ranged from quick notes to colourful accounts of transpired events. I skimmed the pages, trying to figure out what might have happened. May 17th, the day I was trapped inside the orb chamber, Herbert dryly states, "Recovered Daniel after 1 hour of entrapment." This confused me greatly. I was suffocating within minutes. How could I have lasted an hour? I continued reading the peculiar text. Herbert states his facts without judgment or passion, but suddenly I could read frustration into his text. He pushed his men to investigate the underground tomb, an effort which seems to have strained the minds of his men. Madness spread through the ranks, and Herbert had to take some extreme measures to continue. He finally visits the chamber himself, where he retrieves the orb to the surface. His account confuses me greatly. If he has the orb, what are those pieces in my drawing room?
Well, that's unsettling. Okay, this crowbar is going to be a thing. I need to run. Does this door shut? Is there even a door there anymore? No? Alright, so we're going to have to run to this closet as soon as I pick up this crowbar. Because I think the monster's going to show up. No? Strange. What are you doing? Shush. Okay, there's nothing over here. Why are you going crazy, Daniel? Books, stuff I don't need. Oil. Pot. Well, at least we have oil now. Painting. This one doesn't come down. Excuse me. That one doesn't come down. Maybe I'm supposed to take down a painting or something. No? Darkness closing in. How do I have a slight headache. I'm gonna leave that in my inventory for now so I don't use it. You know what I mean? Because I'm terrible. And you know that. Broken box pieces. Daniel's not very gentle with things. What the heck? Just throw your dirty laundry underneath the bed, dude? Okay, look through those. Seems like we have everything, right? Oh, we have a crowbar now. Aha! I have a bad feeling. Okay,
The key. Please, let it be here.
port and key is in the guest room. Haha.
Oh, thank God, there it is. I guess it is a good place to hide it then.
I'm gonna wait to pick that up.
4th of July, 1839. It's done. The orb is assembled.
Whoa.
I was awakened by an exhausting nightmare. Shaking and sweating, I retired to the drawing room with a cup of tea. The relic pieces lay spread across the table as I'd left them, but somehow I knew how it was supposed to be. I fetched the tar, which I had prepared to fix the pieces together, and without fault I joined them, producing the orb I remembered so clearly. The tar proved unnecessary. It was pushed out from the joining pieces as they merged on their own, with no adhesive. The ancient stone relic now rests on my table. Its immaculate surface and perfect shape could have been molded by a factory. This is all too strange.
It is strange, Daniel. Huh? No monster? Nope. I hate this music. Go away. Wait until the music's gone. I think that's all I needed from this room. So we got the machine room key. So we could turn on that elevator. We still have a hollow needle. We got some oil and still have that hand drill for some reason. He flipped through the Book of Monarchs looking for etchings and counted. 9 different kings from all over Europe had been depicted with an orb resting in their hands. Ah! Yucky. Monster had a snack. Nice. He panted heavily, trying his best to keep himself from screaming. The medicine cabinet had been overturned and lay collapsed on the floor. He reached through the broken glass door and grabbed all the sedatives he could find. Dude, what happened to you? Is this the room I was already in? Apparently not. This looks a lot like that other place I was in. Oh, it's fine, Daniel. Calm your butt. Alright. Calm. There you go. You happy? Dog getting murdered. If I remember clearly. What did I just pick up? I don't want to hear a dog getting murdered. No thanks. Stop making this. No, stop. Letter regarding the discovery of an orb. To my most trusted student and friend, Johann Wehr, the most remarkable thing happened as I was traveling through the Prussian woods this summer. I finally found one of the orbs I've been looking for the last 20-odd years. It is as inexplicable as the Heliodromus described in it as the Hortus Conclusus. It was as it was told about. An underground Mithraic temple crowned with the unearthly artifact. The orb was big enough to fit my cupped hands, and the texture was smooth and jagged, its color washed while rich. Contrast is not enough to describe its nature. It was an impossibility, an artifact paradox captured within stone. I was staying in a nearby village called Odstadt, investigating one of the antiqued trails, when I finally found the cavern. I went inside and studied. Wow. And suddenly I could verify the truth of these enigmatic artifacts. They were real. Well, this is long. As you can understand, this is the most important discovery of my life, but it has also become my greatest fear. As I entered the underground chamber, I could feel that I was trespassing. Because of my curiosity, I did my best to fight these instincts and fetch the orb from its place. I scrambled out of the chamber and into the woods. I could sense something was following me. It bayed loudly as it closed in. The beast, the guardian of the orb, was relentless in its pursuit. I made my way to a nearby ravine, where I stumbled upon some men fishing in the lake. I tried to warn them as I passed, but fortunately they remained as I continued my escape. When I heard their cry of pain echo through the valley, I felt such a tremendous sense of relief, thinking I would be spared. Oh, you sick bastard. Suddenly, a blue shimmering light engulfed me, and the colors of the forest were washed away before my eyes. I kept running through the bleak surroundings. The trees had turned charcoal black with leaves of cinder, the ground covered in murky water. I pressed on through the drenched land, and as the glowing embers gave way to rising wind and rained on me. I could hear pleading screams in the distance, and I joined in as pain and fear overtook me. I fell to the ground gasping for air. This certainly must sound strange, but I had been carried miles away across the Alps to a grassy field inside Genoa. The guardian had taken the orb from me, but still, until this day, I fear its return. Sometimes I lay awake at night, listening for the howling cry I heard in the forest. It has been nearly a decade since that day, and I still haven't been able to write about the incident. The last time we spoke, you told me that your interest in ongoing research into the mythic orbs, and I realized I owed you the truth about my visit to Ozchat. Your friend and mentor, Heinrich Cornelius Agrippa. Bad things. Bad things, bad things. I don't know if I want to leave this room because we're at 14 minutes and I don't know what I could do in a minute besides hear a dog die. Oh, it opens this way. Shh. Oh god, here it is. Chambers of the human skull. Milestones of human anatomy. This is freaking gross.
Let's see what you have to offer. What a mess. I should have sharpened the saw, but I can sense it. It's definitely there.
Oh god. Oh, okay. Alright, yeah. Okay. No, I should have waited to come in this room. Alright, yeah, thanks. Thanks for that, Alexander. The canine spine. Oh, how great. Oh, there's a puppy's head. There's a dog's head. That's great. That's fantastic. You didn't even sharpen the saw. Oh, God. Animal experiment. I'm going to read this and we're going to end it. Canine lupus familiaris, 1658, April 12th. After a short study, it's clear that the agitation found among humans could be found in the dog. Fear and pain induce stress, which seems to trigger an endogenous response, causing the animal to burst with energy. I believe that the catalyst is produced in the brain. It is difficult to determine exactly where and what it is, but I can sense it. It reeks of cosmic genesis. There is an inherent problem in harvesting this energy, since the creature is bound to die from the exercise. I must refine this process to torture to enable any real work to be done. More experiments must be performed, but it seems that only human beings are able to produce the amount necessary. It might be their ability to appreciate the severity of the process that ultimately augments their experience of terror. Alexander, you piece of shit. Poke my head in the next room. No, doggy. Gonna end after I loot this place. Really hope that picture of Alexander doesn't go creepy like I think it will. I hate that picture of him. Yep. That's gross. That's gross. You stare at it. I'm not looking. Look at that. Look at that. That's horrifying. I'm not looking. We're reading this note and then we're stopping now. This time. I feel bad because I've kept you guys, like, I've been cutting the episode short, so we're gonna just read this note. Let it go a little longer. Anatomy Frontiers. 1658, January 9th. Further disappointment, the antiquarian's latest findings yielded nothing. I'm still unable to grasp the inner workings of life and its relation to the power of sense within it. I shall pursue more books on the subject, but I suspect it will be in vain. Since no research has been made in my particular interest, I must attempt to fill that void myself. Clearly, humans emanate more of the energy I seek, but I hope animals will suffice, as they will prove less of a hassle to acquire. This is before he did the dog experiment, because it's January 9th. I'm pretty sure the last note we read before that, yeah, it's April. So he did the animal experiments after human. That is so frickin' terrifying. We're just gonna stand here and finish the episode. So, thank you all so much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and subscribe if you want to see the rest of this and more things I put out. And I will see you next time. Bye! I'm losing sanity fast. There's cockroaches on my screen. No, get off. Get off. No, get off. Yeah. Ooh, didn't think I'd see you there, huh? Well, I did.